Hey friends, so welcome back to Magus of the Frog. It is Friday Night Meta, where we play decks popular and relevant to the standard meta game. And this is the winning Gruul Aggro list from SCG Con Atlanta's Magic Spotlight series. It was piloted by Nicholas Odenheimer, and this was a very large event. There were 1,453 players, where Nicholas went 13 and 2 in rounds before becoming the top seed going into top 8. And his only two match losses were from other Gruul aggro lists. Now, they were constructed differently than the one he's playing here, but Gruul aggro, nevertheless, is one of the aggro archetypes that is just defining the metagame right now. And this list goes pretty hard on the pump and protect spells, opting for no main deck removal, and 4 copies of the red ley line here, which allows you to copy the effects of said pump or protect spells. So to deconstruct the deck, they are playing 20 lands, and that tells me that between the 20 lands plus the 4 ley line, a lot of the decision making happens at the very first hand you see and whether or not you should mulligan it. And you want to see if you have enough of a threat that you can protect or pump before your opponent stabilizes. So looking at the threats, we've got the Scamp and the Hero. These are great targets for the pump spells, given that they do additional power if they die. They deal additional damage, I mean. And then you've got the sort of prowess creatures here and the challenger and the show off. They inherently get more powerful the more non-creature spells you cast. Questing Druid's also kind of part of that camp, but from what I understand, before you play the Druid as a threat, you kind of want to see if you can get value from Seek the Beast. And then you've got some pump spells here, Monstrous Rage and Turn Inside Out being the main ones, giving 3 power, 1 gives trample, 1 replaces the creature if they die. And then 6 protection spells here with Snakeskin Veil and Overprotect. Snakeskin Veil is the cheaper one. It leaves a +1/+1 counter. Overprotect allows you to get around Nowhere to Run, which does -3/-3 and invalidates the hexproof portion of your protection spells. And then they're playing 2 copies of Sellsword here, which allows you to basically sacrifice a creature and have it deal its power to another target. So really great here, especially with Leyline of Resonance. And then the sideboard here is interesting in the way they've constructed it. I think it's very clever. They brought in 4 Paw Patch recruits, probably to replace the ley line in matches where the ley line's not very good, say removal heavy decks. So that's really interesting to see. Just adds another threat. They have removal in Burst Lightning, Lithomantic Barrage, and Twisted Fealty. And then it looks like they have Screaming Nemesis here to help against life gain. And then Innkeeper's Talent probably brought in whenever you bring in Paw Patch Recruit, just to make it so that those +1/+1 counters make it a bit more difficult for your opponent to interact, given that you can give them Ward 1. So let me try this in the traditional standard event where we will play 5 rounds, and I am by no means at the caliber that Nicholas is in terms of piloting this deck. This will be really my first foray into it. But we will pilot the deck nonetheless and hope to understand its play patterns and maybe even find some weaknesses beyond pilot error, of course. That's a given. So, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you around one. Let's get it. Okay, round 1 here. We are on the play. That's great. We can't keep this. There are no threats. So we're going to mulligan. Okay, this one looks better. We've got Heartfire Hero into being able to protect it. And then a Questing Druid. I think I'll keep this and put away a land. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay, so keep this. I'll put away Carplucent Forest here. Okay, it looks like our opponent mulligan to 4. That's really unfortunate. Let's see what they're playing though. It looks like they might also be the Leyline deck here. So they probably don't have a removal spell, so I'm gonna attack here. And then I think I'm just gonna protect our card here, or use the Seek the Beast. We are up in cards against them, so we just have to be careful not to die. Okay, looks like they're opting to develop their board here. Okay, so I'm gonna go Questing Druid. Okay, and I think I'll go play the Scamp. And then I'll attack here. And then I will Snakeskin Veil it. And then I think I will Monstrous Rage it as well. I just want to use our mana efficiently here. And maybe put them in defensive because we are up on cards. And then we have Overprotect. Another thing we could have probably done there was just play the Heartfire hero, and then save that Monstrous Rage for whatever they block. Okay, so I think that would have been a better play. No blocks here. They can sacrifice the Scamp to kill our Scamp here, but it looks like they won't. Okay, I'll play this first. And this is how much damage? 4 plus 4 plus 4. I think I'm still gonna do it. And then we'll proliferate. Bring them down to 1. And then now they have to deal with this Trampler. And if it dies, they die. Okay, so against them, interesting. What would you do in the mirror? I think you go pretty hard on Leyline Resonance. And then Burst Lightning? I don't know how reliable that would be. Yeah, I think you just go pretty hard on the Leyline of Resonance plan here. I think the only thing I can really see is maybe have some pop patch recruits. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna run back. Okay, game 2 here. Since we are on the draw, I think we want to prioritize getting the ley line. So let's see. This one is turn 1 Heartfire Hero, turn 2 Inside Out Monstrous Rage. But that's it. So I think I'm gonna mulligan this because the only way you can really get under them since they're in the play is that we need to be faster. And we need to do the unfair thing that this deck can do, which is the ley line. Okay, so mulligan. This one. Okay, I like this one because we can plot Slickshot show off and then do some insane sellsword things here. So I'll put away the Snakeskin Veil. Okay, so no leyline from the opponent, but they do have the Heartfire hero. So I'll do Thornspire Verge here and then pass. I'll make them think about Burst Lightning. Okay, here's Emberheart Challenger. They're gonna know we don't have Burst Lightning. Okay, and then I think I will just plot this. Let's see, if I play it +3/+3, so that's 10, and then Sellsword. Okay, so I think we win next turn. So let's just hope our opponent can't kill us here. And they don't have a removal for the show off. Okay. If this is all that they're doing, I think we win here. So we'll go Slickshot show off. Monstrous Rage. Monstrous Rage. Attack. And then Sellsword it. Yeah, this deck is stupid. Alright, GG's. Let's go to the next one. Okay, round 2 here. 2 ley lines, but no threat. You know what? For science, let's keep it. Because if we find a threat, we can protect it with Snakeskin Veil. Okay, so we'll start with the Restless Ridge line here. So blue-white. Okay, here's Emberheart Challenger, but I'm not going to play it unless we have a protection spell up. Okay, so let's try it. Emberheart Challenger. And then I'll attack. Yep, no effects here. Okay, we are tempoing them out because they haven't really used their mana yet. And now we can get crazy. Alright, let's get crazy. Attack with Emberheart Challenger. And I'm going to start with almost a must-answer spell here. There's Parting Gust. Here comes a Snakeskin Veil. Oh, yeah. Well, this deck is stupid. I don't know what else to say. And then, how about a Monstrous Rage on top of all of that? Yeah, Leyline of Resonance. What can I say, man? Okay, so blue-white. I don't know if this domain or just like a control deck. Either way, Lithomantic Barrage might be good here. And they might have some, what do you call this? Some board wipes. Okay, against them, I think we can go a bit lower on the pump spell. So I'll go -2 in turn inside out for Lithomantic Barrage. Let's see, I am on the draw. You know, this might be a good time to try out Paw Patch Recruit. Let me actually try that. So we're gonna go away from the ley line here, bring in more threats, and then bring in Screaming Nemesis just in case they have life gain. Yeah, I'll remove Turn Inside Out and then bring in Innkeeper's Talent. Let's try this. Okay, looking at this hand, I'm not sure we can keep this. Our threats are the more expensive ones. Okay, I like this one better. So I'll keep this, and then I think I'll put away maybe Screaming Nemesis. Yeah, let's try this. Okay, Restless Ridgeline, we'll start off with that. And then turn 2, I can plot the Slickshot. Okay, they have hexproof, so our what do you call it? Our sellsword won't really work against them. Okay, I'll go show off. Okay, no more lies. That's okay though. Yeah, we'll just pay there. Okay, they have hexproof, but we do have plenty of stuff to do here. Okay. And then attack for 4. And then we're going to see if we can ride the Slickshot until the end of time here. Okay, they don't have Restless Anchorage to block. Playing these Emberheart challengers aren't really going to go get past these barricades. So let's see. I'll give it Ward 1. Give it +1/+1. And then attack here. Okay, end the turn here. Okay, they had a 3 steps ahead, so looks like a blue-white control deck here. Temporary lockdown would have been great there. Not sure why they didn't keep that, but I guess that gets their crystal barricades. Okay, pay 1. Let's see if they have another counterspell here. Okay, no counterspell. So we're hoping to draw pump spells. So let me use Questing Druid here. They didn't have a removal spell. Ooh, okay. Monstrous Rage. And this should be lethal. Can't pay the ward cost. GG's. Dang, this deck is stupid. I don't know what else to say. That was a very quick match there, and it looks like the way they sideboarded in was with the crystal barricades. I think they could have gotten out of it had they played temporary lockdown, but I understand why they didn't, because they would have lost hexproof, and that opens up lines of play with the sellsword. So had they done that, we did have some threats that we could have followed it up, but it looks like protecting the show off was more than enough. All right, darn. On to round 3. Okay, round 3, we are on the play. Lucky us. I think this is a keep. We do have a threat and a way to protect it, even if we don't have the ley line here. Ooh, Leyline Axe, big fan. So we'll start off with Heartfire Hero here. They most likely want to develop their board here. So this looks like maybe the blue-white version of the Leyline Axe. Okay. So I'm going to attack here. See if they block. Most likely not. And then I think that means we can turn inside out here. Another thing we could have done is just to keep up Snakeskin Veil. Oh, but we couldn't because Restless Ridgeline came in tap. Okay, so now we can keep up Snakeskin Veil after we play the Emberheart Challenger. Okay, here's a Mockingbird. Copying the Heartfire Hero. But I don't think that is... Yeah, because we'll still be able to attack here. And it looks like they only kept a one-lander. Yeah. And then we'd have them down to 4. So our Heartfire Hero is lethal here. And if they don't get a land here, I don't know how they come back from this. Yeah. Okay, so blue-white Leyline. I think Lithomantic Barrage is what's needed here. And I think the Leyline Axe is also kind of the way we die here. So we can either play Burst Lightning, which I think I will, in order to respond to the equip, or if we're in the play, we can bring in Twisted Fealty to just grab whatever they have. I don't know if they'll be playing Sheltered by Ghost, but I think I will bring in Screaming Nemesis here. And so I'll take out the Leyline of Resonance package, and I think I'll still keep the what do you call it? The pump spell plus protection. But maybe turn inside out is not where we want to be. Because I imagine exiling or bouncing is what they would rely on instead of killing something. Okay. And then, yeah, I'll bring in an Innkeeper's Talent. Let's try this first. I just want to see if this is a good sideboard plan against them. Okay, this, I'm not sure we can keep. Yeah, it's only one land, and we can only currently cast the Scamp, so mulligan. We can't keep this because there's no land. Okay, this one is much better. I think I'll put back one land and then one threat here. And I think it will be the Challenger. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, no Leyline Axe. Okay, Cell Sword. So that it means we kind of want to develop our board here. And then draw pump spells. No blocks. Okay. We can save Lithomantic Barrage for something, but let me attack here. And then plot this. Okay, they have 3 mana and the Zoetic Glyph. Okay. In this case, I think we go Slickshot, show off. We go Lithomantic Barrage here. Burst Lightning them. Attack for 6. And then if we draw a green source, we can overprotect plus Callous Sellsword. I think we just need a pump spell for the Heartfire Hero. and we can easily get lethal here. So we'll take 5 here down to 8. They can just keep up the Restless Anchorage here. Okay. I'll play the Scamp. And then I think we can't attack. Not until we have a green source or a... Okay, they're just gonna... Okay, yeah, I won't attack anyway. Okay, so do they keep up their land activations here? Okay, Mockingbird copying the show off, but now they can't copy... Oh, they should have done this during our turn, I think. Okay, need a green source. Okay, I'll go block here because we have to. And then kill one of the fairy tokens. Green source? Oh, no green source. Okay, let me just attack here. I think we're dead next turn anyway. And then we'll go Cell Sword. This does how much damage? Not enough, right? Because 3, 6. Okay. So we just needed a green source there, which we didn't draw. Okay, so now that we're on the play, I want to go in and bring in the Leyline package again. This time I'll keep Innkeeper's Talent. Yeah, instead of turn inside out. And then remove the Burst Lightning. We're just going to go pretty hard here on the Leyline package. And I think Lithomantic Barrage, it doesn't get their Zoetic Glyph, so I think I'm going to take it out. Yeah. I'm instead going to bring in the Twisted Fealty, like I said earlier. Okay, let's try this. Okay, game 3 on the play. We do have a Leyline, and I think we'll keep it. Because we have 2 1-drops and a Snakeskin Veil. Okay. So a bit slower on when we can do all of our nasty stuff here, but we have all of the tools needed to get it lethal. I think maybe a second or third land would really help us guarantee it. Okay, so starting off with Leyline, both of us starting with Leylines, I love it. They developed their board first. Okay, thank goodness we drew a snakeskin, a land there, because now we can keep up Snakeskin Veil. So I think I'm gonna, I can double 1-drop here. Yeah, let me double 1-drop here. They'll have 2 mana to work with. If we get to untap, we'll have Snakeskin Veil. Okay, here comes a Sheltered by Ghosts. And I think I will double block here before they get to equip Leyline Axe to this. So luckily, we had another threat. So I think I will... do I plot this? Or no, let me go attack for 2 here. Okay, there's a Zoetic Glyph. And how can we get lethal here? I think our best bet is to maybe Questing Druid, or do we just Slickshot? Because they can give this double strike, so I need to win next turn. Okay, I think it's Slickshot. And then hope we don't die here. Okay. Attacking here. And then this is kind of where we hope to just get there. Let me see what we have. I think a pump spell is what we need. Okay, no pump spell. But we're going to do it anyway. Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to survive there. They have a double strike trample. So we did what we could. I think a pump spell in the form of any of our +3/+0s would have gotten us there. So that's just the nature of this deck. There, I think, was a lot that we could have done to maybe deploy our threats differently. So there's a lot of attention that you'll have to do at the beginning first few turns. I think we had all of the tools there to get there and have an out with a different pump spell instead of Snakeskin Veil. All right. Well, that's the nature of these things. You know, Gruul, as strong as it is, still can stumble. All right, let's go to the next round. Okay, round 4 here. We do have a ley line, so I think I'll keep this. A turn 1 play would be great. Ooh, Paw Patch. Okay, no turn 1 play, but we at least have a threat here. Okay, green-white, so could be the Cage deck. The question is, what removal are they playing? If I play this and they deal with it somehow, we don't have anything else. So that's the risk. But if I don't play anything now, well, they can just start getting a lot of different stuff here. They can really start going nuts. So I'm going to try and take a risk here. Hope they don't have a removal spell. And then next turn, we have some insane turns. Insane pumps. Okay, this gets saddled. But I think this is more than okay. Let's attack here. They will block. So I'll go Monstrous Rage. No. I'll go Overprotect. And then Snakeskin Veil. Yeah. And then next turn, we can win. But if they have a removal spell, that's it. Oh, they went for the ley line. Okay. I think they should have just went for the challenger there. So they're going to go up to 15 and have a 3/3 blocker here. Oh, yeah. And then this should be game. Attack. Monstrous Rage, Snakeskin Veil, turn inside out, plus Sellsword. Turn inside out. And then I think this is more than enough. All right, GG's. So against them, they're playing white, so maybe the ley line is not as useful. Lithomantic Barrage can be good against their white creatures, but I think Screaming Nemesis is needed for the anti-lifelink here. And then maybe some Burst Lightnings. And then I think since they're not playing black, we don't need Overprotect. I mean, it's great in terms of board wipes, but I don't know that they'd play a board wipe. And then we'll do Innkeeper's Talent here. Okay, let's try this. Okay, this one tells me we can Heartfire Hero and then Burst Lightning a couple of things from them. Okay, I think I'll keep this. Okay, they mulligan. So I'll start with Heartfire Hero here. Then another land I think is what we want. Okay, we can Burst Lightning that. Okay, Copperline Gorge means we can Burst Lightning this. And then I think I'm gonna get in for some damage here because they have to choose. They have to either remove the Heartfire Hero or do they develop their board? Okay, so this means I think we Innkeeper's Talent. Make that into a 4/4, and I don't mind if they trade here. Okay, they're not going to. So they could have the cage here. Oh, they had the Sheltered by Ghost. I see. Okay, so we'll go Emberheart Challenger, Pump It. Very nice. Attack for 3 here. Then keep up Snakeskin Veil. They're gonna go up to 16, but we can still get past that, I think. Okay, they're gonna go to 16 here. Okay, there comes a Pop Patch formation. Okay. So what am I incentivized to do? I can Heartfire Hero. I can Questing Druid. I basically just want to keep up Snakeskin Veil. Okay, let's attack first. Okay, if they're gonna do this, I will Monstrous Rage here. Okay, that's how much damage? Down to 10. And then I'll play Heartfire Hero, keep up Snakeskin Veil. Okay, great. we get to Snakeskin Veil something. Okay, so this one, if I block, it saves us some. I don't think I block, actually. Okay, we have 6. So I think our best line here is to see what we have at the top of our deck. Okay. So turn inside out. That's 12. And then Burst Lightning is lethal. Yeah, wow, GG. A lot of math involved in this deck, but you saw there that we were able to navigate against a double Sheltered by Ghost golem here that we couldn't remove, that was able to connect a few times, like 2 or 3 or 4 times. I think 3 times. And just because we have the power of pump spells here, even without Leyline, we were able to get there. Dang. Yeah, this deck hits hard. All right, final boss. See you then. Okay, last boss here. This one, I think I'll keep. We have a pump spell and a threat. No way to currently protect it, but I do like having turn inside out plus scamp. Okay, we're going up against an aggressive Boros deck here. Oh, I love Slickshot. So let's see what kind of Boros deck they are. Okay, Slickshot. So no blocks. And I think I can just develop the board here. Yeah, I'll go Heartfire Hero and Scamp. Attack for 1 here. And the next turn, we've got Slickshot Show Off plus turn inside out. Okay, so they probably have stuff like Boros Charm. Yeah, so we just have to take it here. Yeah, Boros Charm and Lightning Helix. Okay, next turn, they can definitely kill us. But I think we go hard here. Yeah. Let's attack. And then use our spells next turn. Yeah. Because they're likely going to attack all again here. I would love a trample. Yeah, no effects. Okay, and this is our last chance. Okay, turn inside out, I think, is great. So attack here. And then I think we all put it on the scamp. Yeah. And that's game. Yeah, I think the key there was just not showing them that we had a very explosive start. That way, they're incentivized to attack all there, and hopefully, we didn't, lose on the swing back because we had the tools in order to get them pretty low. And the double scamp allows our pump spells to do that. Okay, so against them, I can. They're playing Shard Mage Rescue, which means that tells me they're a Boros Auras deck, and really benefit from like Sheltered by Ghosts. So Leyline of Resonance, I think, can go, and then Pop Patch Recruit comes in. Um, we'll keep all of our protection spells. I think Sellsword. Yeah, I think we still want Sellsword because that can really do some crazy unfair stuff here. So I think that's the only change I'll make. Okay, game 2 here. This is a turn 1 Heartfire here into Emberheart Challenger. We do have Questing Druid to find protection spells. Okay, I'll keep this. Okay, I'll play the Heartfire hero here. It is our turn 1 play. It could die to a Burst Lightning, but we at least get to do 1 damage to them. And then I like the fact that we have Slickshot here because that's something that can avoid sorcery speed damage. And then I think I'll start with Emberheart Challenger because this does 2 damage. So a really devastating play here would be Slickshot into Sheltered by Ghost. So I think the one card I'd really love to have here is a protection spell. Ooh, and we got a Snakeskin Veil. Okay, so they kept up some mana there. So I'm just gonna go. Yeah, Slick Shot here, keep up Snakeskin Veil. If they don't do anything here, I won't Snakeskin Veil. Very nice. We get to Snakeskin Veil that. We have them down to 9. Next turn, we can Questing Druid. Let's see if they keep this back. We have them on the back foot. I think Sheltered by Ghosts is still kind of what they want here. Okay. Let me Questing Druid here, main phase. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? Double Monstrous Rage? Yeah. Okay, Monstrous Rage this. And then Monstrous Rage this. If they have a removal spell, they have a removal spell. Okay, Monstrous Rage. What else? Shard Mage Rescue. I don't think that's enough, though. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is why Gruul does better because of the protection spells. And that was a very quick 4-1 from us. Nice. Yeah, the Gruul aggro decks, I think what really sets them apart from other aggro decks is the ability to protect their threats with Snakeskin Veil and the new Overprotect, the new innovation. So we got 4-1 there, and then the one match that we lost, we could have won had we drawn a different pump spell. So let's look at the deck here. Um, the deck here, yeah, there's a reason why this is so good. One, it's very consistent and streamlined. You see that we have a lot of 4 copies of stuff. And two, the explosiveness of the deck with Callous Sellsword and Leyline of Resonance is insane, plus all of the prowess creatures. And the ability to pivot out of Leyline and bring in more threats with like Paw Patch Recruit or whatever removal spell you think is necessary for the matchup just brings this deck to a whole new level. And if you're an aggro player and you've gone to a lot of tournaments, you also know that aggro is a great choice to bring to tournaments, especially long ones like the SCG Con, because there are multiple rounds. You finish your game quick, so you can get snacks, you can get breaks, while your opponents who might be playing slower decks might not have breaks in between their matches, and that is mentally draining. So the these red aggro decks, especially this Gruul one, their skill comes in learning how to pilot them and the tactical things you have to keep in mind. So whatever's in front of you in the board state is what really matters, and especially being good at mulligan decisions, I think will really be able to reward the pilots for this type of deck. So yeah, there is a reason why this Gruul deck won very convincingly in a 1500 player tournament. It's just so consistent. It rewards good tactical play. And last but not least, it allows the user to take a lot of mental breaks and finish their games early if they have put the reps into piloting this deck. And that gives a huge mental advantage in these long tournaments. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining for Friday Night Meta. This is the boogeyman of the format. Let's hope that in the next coming weeks we find ways to consistently beat the Gruul Aggro decks. But just glad that you're here. Thank you for tuning in. What else can I say? But have a great day.